2 मिनट वेट करते हैं हम लोग, फिर सेशन स्टार्ट करते हैं। आवाज आ रही है मेरी प्रॉपर?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Good. So today's our topic is tuberculosis. Okay. सबने सुना होगा आई गेस tuberculosis के बारे में. So today's main objective is what is definition of tuberculosis, causation, incidence, risk factor, pathogenesis, clinical features, investigations and management. Okay. आधे पार्ट हम लोग आज लेंगे, आधा पार्ट कल लेंगे, मतलब नेक्स्ट टाइम लेंगे. Okay. So what is tuberculosis? So tuberculosis is a potential fatal contagious disease that can affect almost any part of the body, but is mainly an infection of the lung. So tuberculosis can affect any part of the body. You heard about the tuberculosis of even abdomen का tuberculosis होता है, urinary region का tuberculosis होता है, but it primarily affect the lung. So in Neo-Latin word, जब हम लोग tuberculosis को अलग करते हैं, so tubercle means round nodule or swelling, and osis termed as the condition. आवाज आ रही है ना? हेलो.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So tubercle is round nodular swelling and osis is the condition. Okay. Just a second. स्क्रीन दिख रही है सबको? स्क्रीन दिख रही है क्या सबको?
No, ma'am.
नाउ
No, ma'am.
अभी
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
अभी दिख रही है? ओके. Okay, so tuberculosis is a potential fatal contagious disease. It is a contagious, okay, remember, and it affect any part of the body but mainly the lung. So it is one of the most prevalent infection of the human being and contributes the considerably to the illness and the death around the world. It is called as the most fatal disease in all over the world. So it is spread by the inhaling the tiny droplets of the saliva from the cough or the sneeze of an infected person. It is slowly spreading chronic granulomatous bacterial infection which is graduated by the weight loss. So weight loss is the characteristic clinical features you can see in cases of the tuberculosis. So it's the world's second most common cause of the death from the infectious disease after the HIV and the AIDS. So it is the world most common cause occurring the death. Okay, that's why even it is called as the fatal disease. Do you know when we celebrate the tuberculosis day? Anyone know? The special day worldwide, it is distributed as a World Tuberculosis Day. It is on 24th March. So 24th March is celebrated as the World Tuberculosis Day because it's the most fatal diseases and it is the most common cause of the death of the infectious diseases. So as a definition, when we see the tuberculosis, tuberculosis is the infectious disease primarily affecting the lung parenchyma and is most often caused by the Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Okay. It may spread to any part of the body, including the meningitis, kidney, bone, lymph node. And I guess you all know the tuberculosis, the Mycobacterium tuberculosis affected, it is discovered in 1882 by the Robert Koch. Okay, Robert Koch was one scientist who discovered first the Mycobacterium tuberculosis causes the tuberculosis. So this discovery is the breakthrough in the all the scientific history, because initially before the 1982 no one knows ki why tuberculosis occur. Only person is dying because of that disease, but no one knows the cause behind that. Then the Robert Koch identify it. Okay, so by definition, it is the infectious disease affecting the lung parenchyma and mostly caused by the Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So the causative causative organism, this is mainly two: human, as a Mycobacterium tuberculosis present in the human, Mycobacterium bovis it also present in the animals. So it's हम लोग देखेंगे आगे इसका. So when we talk about the Mycobacterium tuberculosis, as a morphologically, look, this is the image. On the morphologically, you see these type of the structure or these type of the structure. It is a gram-positive organism. Okay, it is the aerobic, straight or slightly curved rod, 3 into 0.3 microns, maybe single in pairs or in a small lumps. On condition, its growth appear as a phlematous club shape or the branches form. So these type of the rod shape you can see. Okay, there are the non-mobile rods and the aerobics. Anyone can tell me what is the difference between aerobic organism and the anaerobic organism? Anyone? What is aerobic and what is anaerobic? First, किसी को नहीं पता?
Aerobic organism require oxygen for their growth.
Yeah, right. And anaerobic?
Not required oxygen.
Correct, Priyanka. Very good. So aerobic organism required the oxygen to grow. So Mycobacterium tuberculosis is the one of the organism which is in slender shape and it required the oxygen to grow. Okay. So its generation time is very slow. It may look slow generation time 50 to 20 hours. Okay. And in some stain you can see this is type of the red type of the mark. Okay. So remember, Mycobacterium tuberculosis is the aerobic organism, whereas Mycobacterium bovis, when we see the Mycobacterium bovis, okay, it produces disease in the cattle and the other animal. So it's spread to the human by raw milk ingestion. So Mycobacterium bovis organism generally found in the animal. So how it comes to the human? It is made due to the raw milk ingestion or any disease in humans similar to that causes of the TB. So as I earlier said, tuberculosis is the infectious diseases. Okay, it can spread easily from one to the another. Okay, how it will spread, हम लोग देखेंगे आगे. But if it is spread, so it's spread from the cattle or other animals, generally because of the human raw milk ingestion or any form of the spread. So it can be caused in the bladder infection in the patient treated with the BCG vaccine when used as the immune. Okay, so just remember Mycobacterium bovis ka ki it produces the disease in the cattle and other animal and spread to the human by raw milk ingestion, or even who take care of the cattle or who take care of the other type of the animal, even Mycobacterium bovis can spread to that person only. Okay. So the main difference between the Mycobacterium tuberculosis and Mycobacterium bovis, if we see morphologically, Mycobacterium tuberculosis, you can see the long, slender and usually curved type, whereas Mycobacterium bovis is short, stout, and the straight. Staining, when we put in on any stain like Zale stain or any type of the stain, you can see the barrel or beaded appearance of Mycobacterium tuberculosis, and Mycobacterium bovis, it's a uniform staining. Okay. Growth is eugonic and the dysgonic. So presence of the glycerol in the medium, it enhances the growth, whereas Mycobacterium bovis, it inhibits the growth. Okay. Why it is important morphologically? We are teaching the pathology or the even pathogenesis medicines. Why this is morphology is important? It is important for the treatment part also. If we don't know what we are treating or what we are handling the cause, and we can't treat the person accordingly, right? So this morphology of the organism which affected the tuberculosis is very important. You all are understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
बाकी लोगों को समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Okay. So eugonic is the rapid growth we see in the Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So when Mycobacterium tuberculosis present in our lung in an active form, it grows rapidly. But whereas Mycobacterium bovis, it's grow slowly. Okay. So the colony, if we see morphologically, it's dry, rough, tough, raised, and wrinkled. Whereas in Mycobacterium bovis, it moist, smooth, flat, white, and the friable. Okay, Niacin test will be positive in Mycobacterium tuberculosis, whereas in Mycobacterium bovis it is negative. Nitrate reduction is negative in Mycobacterium tuberculosis. In Mycobacterium bovis, it is also negative. Animal pathogenesis in guinea pig, you can see the progressive and the fatal of the Mycobacterium tuberculosis, same as the Mycobacterium bovis. In rabbit, it's rare, but whereas in Mycobacterium bovis, it's generally lesion found in the rabbit also, as it is the spread from the animal only. So these are the main causative organism. Okay, Mycobacterium tuberculosis and Mycobacterium bovis generally found 90% of the patient you see tuberculosis caused due to the Mycobacterium tuberculosis or the Mycobacterium bovis. But there are other causative organism also. So what are they? Mycobacterium africanum, Mycobacterium microti, and non-bacterial genome is Mycobacterium leprae, Mycobacterium avitum, and Mycobacterium asciticum. Okay, Mycobacterium africanum, as name suggested, it is generally found in the Africa, the African people. Okay, so these are the other causative organism, but these are the very less causative organism which causes a tuberculosis. Generally, remember the two main causative organism, which is Mycobacterium tuberculosis and Mycobacterium bovis. Okay. So name is the incidence. So with the increasing incidence of the AIDS, the TB has been a great problem in the world. Okay. You all heard about कि जिसकी immunity बहुत कम रहती है और those are the patient who are immunocompromised. It's fair chances, it's 90% chances कि उनको TB हो जाता है. Okay, why ऐसा होता है हम लोग वो आगे देखेंगे. But it is like immunocompromised जो patient रहते हैं उनको generally TB बहुत ज़्यादा जल्दी affect करता है. Okay, so in a worldwide, the AIDS के patient में generally AIDS patient or HIV patient we see patient has already immunocompromised. Their immunity has too low. So the TB के chances जो होते हैं वो 99% रहते हैं. So in overall the world, if you see AIDS patient, उनमें TB होता ही है. Okay, whereas India is the highest TB burden country in the world. Okay. So according to in 2011 survey, there were an estimation of 8.7 million incidence cases of TB globally, and it is equivalent to 125 cases in 1000 population. So each year 1.8 million people develop a TB. Okay, so India में बहुत ज़्यादा burden है. Look, so globally annual incidence 9.8 million, but India only one part, it's 1.98 million. So these are the worldwide. Okay, so if the other country is 20%, India is 21%. When look China, Indonesia, Nigeria, South Africa, Bangladesh. So India has a higher incidence of the TB. So initially in an ancient time, in 18th century, we don't know what is the treatment of TB. So people are dying because of the TB. But nowadays we know what are the different method of the treatment or what we have to stop that TB spread. So the mortality rate or the incidence rate has slightly decreased. But still, if the people are Apeksha, mute yourself. But still, if the people are not taking properly treatment, so patient may have a risk of the death. Okay, so India is the highest TB burden country. So even in one survey, in Global TB Burden 2017, it is said that globally 140 lakh people are suffering. From that 140 lakh, only 211 lakh people only from India. Okay, so they found in 2017 that 22 lakh people died because of the only TB. Okay, obviously there is estimated of there is presence of HIV or any immunocompromised patient. So they also found that that 33 lakh are only from India. Okay, so 33 lakhs are died in India. 14 lakh patient HIV plus TB cases found. 6.6 lakh only found in India. HIV TB death is 5.0 lakh and 0.9 lakh in India. Okay, because India's population is more, so TB burden in 2000 TB burden is also increasing. Okay, so that's why it's a very serious and fatal disease. So there are the different types of tuberculosis. So what are they? If you see the classification of the pulmonary TB, they divided into the two part, okay? Pulmonary TB and the extrapulmonary TB. So in pulmonary TB, there is primary disease and the secondary disease. Whereas in extrapulmonary disease, there is lymph node TB, pleural TB, TB of upper airway, skeleton TB, genitourinary TB, miliary TB, pericardial TB, gastrointestinal TB, tuberculosis meningitis, and less common form. See the name. As the name suggested, pulmonary TB is mainly affected lung. Okay, so it mainly affection of the lung. Whereas extrapulmonary TB, where the other part of the body is affected. Okay. So we see the pulmonary TB. So in pulmonary TB, it primarily affected the lung. Primarily, okay. It may possible TB primarily occur in a lung tissue and it may spread to the genitourinary tract. Okay. Vice versa. TB may start start with the genitourinary tract and it may spread to the pulmonary region. So it may spread to the lung. It happen. Okay. So pulmonary TB, when we see the primary tuberculosis, the infection of an individual who has not been previously infected or immunized, it's called as the primary tuberculosis or the Gone complex or the childhood tuberculosis. Lesion forming after the infection is peripheral and accompanied by the hilar, which may not be detected on the chest radiography. Okay. So primary, when we see when previously infected or immunized, when patient is not immunized or not previously infected, this is called as the primary tuberculosis, as name suggested. Whereas secondary tuberculosis, the infection that individual who has been previously infected or sensitized. Okay, it's called as the secondary or post-primary or chronic tuberculosis. For example, if the patient is affected from the lung tuberculosis and patient get cured of this lung tuberculosis, but again patient is suffering from the same way, this is we called as the secondary tuberculosis, when the infection of the individual previously infected. Okay, we also called as the chronic, secondary or post-primary. नेक्स्ट इज एक्स्ट्रा पल्मोनरी ट्यूबरकुलोसिस. सबको समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके. सो एक्स्ट्रा पल्मोनरी ट्यूबरकुलोसिस. या
मैम जो जेनाइटो यूरिनरी ट्यूबरकुलोसिस आपने बताया वो तो हमेशा सेकेंडरी होता है ना प्राइमरी फोकस पे.
yes, it is mainly secondary. That's what I'm saying. Look, extrapulmonary जो TB होता है, that 20% of the TB is affected site of the body. Okay, mostly it is secondary, but it may come कि patient को first of all tuberculosis वहाँ पे भी origin हो सकता है, but it is mostly in 98% it is secondary. Okay, so in yeah. So in 80% of the cases, we see the pulmonary tuberculosis primary or secondary. In 20% of the patient of the TB, we see the tuberculosis on the affected side. Okay, so what are they? So lymph node tuberculosis. So it also called as the tuberculosis lymphadenitis. So it's seen frequently in the HIV infected patient. Okay. So the main symptoms, if we see the lymph node tuberculosis, हम लोग symptoms और sign and symptoms हम लोग detail में देखने वाले हैं. Okay, ये मैंने सिर्फ shortly डाला है. So lymph node tuberculosis, in which we see the painless swelling of the lymph node, and it's most commonly at the cervical and the supraclavicular level. Okay, these are the first lymph node TB. Second is the pleural TB. Pleural TB generally involvement of the pleura is commonly in the primary TB and resulting from the penetration of the tubercle bacilli into the pleural space. Okay, so primarily involvement of the TB is in the pleura. Okay, and which resulting the penetration of the tubercle bacilli, Mycobacterium tuberculosis or Mycobacterium bovis into the pleural space. Then we called as the pleural TB. Third is the TB of the upper airway. So upper airway, we all know it involves the larynx, pharynx, epiglottis. Okay, so in which we can see the symptoms of dysphagia, chronic productive cough, weight loss, or the other symptoms दिखते हैं. Okay, but mainly TB of the upper airway, which involves the upper side of the airway, means larynx, pharynx, and the epiglottis. Genitourinary TB. 50% of the extrapulmonary cases we found out the genitourinary TB. Okay. Any part of the genitourinary tract get infected. So symptoms is maybe urinary infrequency, dysuria, blood in the urine, that is hematuria. So these type of the symptoms you can find out in the genitourinary TB. Fifth is the skeletal TB. Skeletal TB mainly involves the weight bearing part like spine, hip, knee. Okay. So it's skeletal TB we called as when there is involvement of the weight bearing part. So its symptoms may you found out the severe pain in the hip joint, knee, there is swelling or any trauma. So this fifth is the skeletal TB. Okay. Then is the gastrointestinal TB. So gastrointestinal TB mainly involvement of the any part of the GI tract. Okay. When there is gastrointestinal TB, you found out the severe abdominal pain, diarrhea, and the weight loss. Next is the TB pericarditis. So it 1 to 8% of the all extrapulmonary TB cases, it spread mainly in the mediastinal or the hilar node or from the lung. So it's a secondary when it spread from the other region. So it may spread from the mediastinum, hilar node. It affected the mediastinum and hilar node from the lung. So from the lung, it affected. Ninth is the miliary or disseminated TB. So it is resulting from the hematogenous spread of the tubercular bacilli Its spread is due to the entry of the infection into the pulmonary vein, producing the lesion in different extrapulmonary site. Okay. And last is the less common extrapulmonary TB. So less common extrapulmonary TB, so you can see the cornea का जो TB रहता है और uveitis का TB रहता है, painful hypersensitive related conjunctivitis जो होता है, that is the less common extrapulmonary TB. Okay, so generally even extrapulmonary TB, the more infection of the chances, as say 50% of the extrapulmonary cases you found out the genitourinary cases, and other is the TB pericarditis in 1.8 cases. So most common in the extrapulmonary cases, extrapulmonary TB, you found out the genitourinary TB. Okay. So these are the mainly classification of the tuberculosis. In 80% of the cases, tuberculosis primarily found in the lung only. Okay, it affected primarily lung. From the lung, it may spread to the other part, but in some cases, you may found out in a genitourinary tract or a gastrointestinal TB. Okay, that is the other part of the body. So how it spread? So it can spread from the infected person to the uninfected person through the air of the person. So the person sneeze, person laugh, talk, split, sing, cough. So the TB bacteria can spread from the one person to the another. Okay. See in this, the TB bacteria droplets, it can spread from the airway. So it spread from one person to the another through the air. But what happened generally, it is like in 80 to 85% of the cases we all have a tuberculosis in our lung, but in a latent format. Okay, when it get activate, if that person is suffering from the tuberculosis, and when these droplets goes into our lung, and we are the immunocompromised patient, अगर immunity हम लोगों की कम है, so that latent TB may get into the active TB. So what is latent TB? The bacteria remain in the body in an inactive state. They cause no symptoms, are not contagious. Okay. But whereas in active TB, the bacteria do cause the symptoms and can be transmitted to the others. Okay. So we all have the TB in our lung, but in a latent format. Okay. But if our immunity is low and be contacted in certain type of the patient माने कि if we infected or we see any type of the person who is suffering from the tuberculosis. Okay, so that TB bacteria and droplets goes into our lung, and our latent tuberculosis can turn into the active tuberculosis and causes all the symptoms. Okay, see, this is the difference between latent and active tuberculosis. So latent tuberculosis lives but does not grow in the body. It doesn't make any person feel sick or have symptom. It can't spread from person to person. Okay, if our immunity is proper, our immunity is fine, there is no issue. Okay. It can advance to the TB disease. But if our immunity is low and we infected to the person, that latent tuberculosis can turn into the active tuberculosis disease. So tuberculosis is active and grow in the body, make a person feel sick and have a symptoms. Can spread from person to person, and it can cause a death if not treated. Okay? ये समझा?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. ये मीटिंग का टाइम ये हो रहा है, एंड हो रहा है, मैं यहाँ पे स्टॉप कर रही हूँ. ओके, फिर से ज्वाइन करो. ओके. ये समझ में आया? लेटेंट ट्यूबरकुलोसिस एंड एक्टिव ट्यूबरकुलोसिस.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So remember, we all have the tuberculosis content in our lung, but in a latent format. So in a dormant state, it will not spread or it will not cause any type of the symptoms. But if our immunity is low, and if we contacted in any type of the person who is tuberculosis and he's infected by this, that latent tuberculosis can activate it as an active tuberculosis disease, and it causes a person sick and have a symptom. That's why when the HIV patient, okay, when the person's having a HIV, AIDS, or AD type of the disease which causes the immunocompromise, so in that person the immunity is very low, right? So that person, if their latent tuberculosis, so their latent tuberculosis can easily turn into the active tuberculosis disease, okay, because of low immunity. यहाँ तक समझा? किसी को कुछ कंफ्यूजन?
Yes, ma'am.
किसी को कुछ कंफ्यूजन नहीं है? So there are the certain risk factor for the tuberculosis cases. Okay, so what are they? So as first say, the close contact with someone who have a active TB, immunocompromised patient, so the patient who has over age above 60, 70, the patient having a cancer or patient having a AIDS or the HIV. So immunocompromised patient has easily turned the latent tuberculosis can be into the active tuberculosis. So these are the one of the risk factor. Drug abuse and the alcoholism, even smoking, tobacco chewing, alcoholism is one of the risk factor to cause the tuberculosis. Because what happened, same condition, tuberculosis form into latent space, okay, any risk factor causes a latent tuberculosis into the active tuberculosis. So patient having no symptoms in latent tuberculosis can easily convert it into the active tuberculosis which causes a symptoms, okay. So people taking adequate health care, so doctor, nurses are also one of the risk factor, they having a risk factor to cause the tuberculosis. So that's why in every way we say कि जब भी patient को देखने जाते हो, so wear a mask, wear a gloves. So ये क्यों बोला जाता है? Because healthcare worker are the most most into the risk factor, they causing any type of the disease, especially in the tuberculosis condition. Okay. So pre-existing medical condition, if persons having pre-existing medical condition like diabetes, chronic renal failure, even hypertension, why it is important? The same reason, because the immunity is very low in that type of the patient when having a medical history. So these patients have a chances to affected easily from the tuberculosis. Okay. Immigrant from the country with a higher incidence of the TB. So initially क्या हुआ था ना, in 80s there are very immigrants, okay, so they travel from one country to the another, from Africa to China, from China to India. So these immigrants have a higher incidence of the TB. So in that immigrant also, if the person's having a TB, from the droplet through the air, it can easily transfer to the other person. So it is sees that the immigrants from other country with a higher incidence of TB can one of the risk factor to develop a tuberculosis. Okay. So long-term care facility in a hospital, it's one of the risk factor. So living in a substandard condition. Substandard condition means any winter condition or where the damp places are more. So the in a damp, cold places, tuberculosis incidence are more. So these also one of the risk factor. Okay, and earlier I said the healthcare worker. Healthcare worker are one of the prominent factor, and they having a higher risk in cases of the tuberculosis. Nowadays also when we talk about the coronavirus is also one of the lung infectious disease only. So in that condition also healthcare worker are one of the risk factor. So because they are the front worker and they are working over that patient, So it's one of the risk factor to them also. Okay, these are the different type of the risk factor. So remember, in every risk factor, why this is important? Because this risk factor causes a latent tuberculosis into the active tuberculosis. So when there is bacteria remain in the body in inactive format, here is risk factor comes and it turn latent tuberculosis into the active tuberculosis. How it will turn and pathogenesis and pathology हम लोग next session में देखेंगे. Okay? Because वो थोड़ा डिटेल में देखना जरूरी है, तो वो हम लोग नेक्स्ट सेशन में देखेंगे. यहाँ तक किसी को कुछ कंफ्यूजन?
नो मैम.
समझा है सबको?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So I am ending session here today. Okay. So next session में हम लोग ट्यूबरकुलोसिस की पैथोलॉजी, क्लिनिकल फीचर्स, इन्वेस्टिगेशंस, मैनेजमेंट कवर करने का ट्राई करेंगे. प्लीज ट्राई टू रीड दैट कि ओके.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so I am ending session here. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Have a good day.